Hey everyone, my name is Jake. This is Ryan of JRM Video Production here in Pittsburgh. We want to give you an update to our trailer video. If you saw back in 2021, it has been a while. We apologize for that. We have been pretty busy. We recently bought a truck, bought a warehouse, been working a ton of events, so we have not had a lot of time to make videos, although this is something I want to start doing weekly, but for now we'll call it monthly. We're going to ease our way into some behind the scenes content video and stuff that'll help you guys. So we've been seeing all the comments, likes, and questions about all of our setup, so we really appreciate that. And like I said, we're going to try to start doing this more often to help you guys out. But today we're here to talk about our updates to the trailer we did since 2021. There's a lot of stuff. Back in 2021, we kind of did it on the minimum. So this is kind of leaning more towards what we wanted to do with it, and Ryan's going to tell you about it.
So we got a lot of exciting things for you inside of the trailer, and the one thing that we're most excited about today is going to be our brand new server rack. Yep. And if you're ready, let's go in and take a look. Come on.
All right, as we step into the trailer, same layout-ish as we've done in the past. We have the two big monitors, preview and program. And as you see, we put some content up on the screen to show you what it looks like during game day. We have our multi-view on the left, and we have our program on the right. This is during a basketball setup last season we did. And we'll take you through the stations like we did last video. One of the big updates here in my producer sound replay everything station is 2 monitors, and the biggest one is the NewTek 3Play replay system with 4 inputs. Before we were just using the Data Video HDR10 with a single input. Now we have the ability to do 4 cameras via SDI, all for replay, and you'll see on the screen now we have some football content. We have a couple end zone camera, sideline, main camera, and this system is truly great. I mean, anyone who's watching this has done professional replay. It's an older system, but I mean, it is just night and day difference compared to just a single jog wheel with no way of highlighting clips. I mean, this marks every clip. You can label the plays here, and then I make highlight packages and put them in that way so we can go to commercial or even halftime, play different highlights from each half of the game. That is the biggest new thing over on this side. Then we have the controller for that. And then we added in for the football season here, it is a little laptop stand, and this is where we play all of our music going to commercial or pre-game and content with that. And I just run that via an X keys, and that's how I control that. And then I have the keyboard and mouse are for the replay, and that's pretty much new on my side. I'll let Ryan take over and show you the director side of things.
All right, now coming over to the director side, we have a few new upgrades. One of them includes some new Elgato Stream Decks, and this helps me out with all of the OBS scenery, graphics, and whatnot. We'll have a video coming in the future diving a little bit more into OBS and how I run things on there. And to the left of it, we have the X keys controller. Now this allows me to control all the cameras. You can see some of their feed coming in right now. One more little Elgato Stream Deck right here just to help out with intercom. Now, hopping over to the server rack here, talking a little bit more about the cameras, we continue to use fiber to bring all of our cameras back to the truck, and you can see that here with the Blackmagic ATEM device. And right above it is the Blackmagic switcher. It's called the Constellation, and we do all the camera switching right off of that. And right above that, we have the Blackmagic HyperDeck. This handles the final program recording, and that's getting a source from our NDI output here, and we're decoding it through HDMI into that. As well, the server rack includes the power, our audio system, the 3Play replay, there's the computer, and there's some of the Blackmagic we already talked about, and ending it off with the network switch. But it doesn't end there. We have the patch panel back here, which we'll show you a little bit more about right now.
Jumping into the outside of the trailer, this was a project Ryan and I really pushed for, is a patch panel, because in the past we had a little cubby hole where we'd have to manually feed the cables through, and it was just getting to be too much of a pain. So you saw Ryan show you on the inside of what this looks like, and here is what the finished product looks on the outside.
So, as previously mentioned, we have our fiber ins as well as an Ethernet in, some SDI ins and outs, as well as XLR ins and out, and then this little guy hanging here for external power, HDMI, and our trunk cable connection.
Jumping around to this side of the trailer, the passenger side, we've added another door. It's always scary drilling through the trailer or cutting a hole through the trailer, but this was well worth it. As you can see, it handles our AC vent. And before we had to put that AC vent through the little patch panel on the other side, now we have a direct opening for the AC vent to vent out the side of the trailer. And funny story, while planning this, I sort of got the rough measurements when I ordered this online. And then I installed it, and this hose fits 100% perfectly in between the ribs, and there was no other modifications needed. So that is our AC vent. If you're walking on the outside of the trailer during a production, you'll get a nice breeze blowing as the AC vent's out that way. All right, jumping back into the server rack here, I'm gonna give you a little more in-depth look, show you the build behind it, and then a couple more pieces of equipment that you couldn't see from this side that you can see in here. First things first, this is a 41U rack. We measured from top to bottom and basically left enough room up top so we could have some ventilation up there. This is all from Starcase. They provided all the build for us, all the drawers, pull-out drawer, pretty much everything. And then we just bolted it to the back with U-bolts, bolted it to the floor so this doesn't go anywhere. And we decided not to go with the metal side pieces, like the side doors to open up, just because we don't really need to open up on the director's side at all. And we thought it'd be easier to do this little trick and just put a piece of plywood up and then make a little door so you can access everything inside of here, as Ryan already showed you. Ryan also showed you some of the patch panel insides here. This is our MTP fiber cable, which takes all 12 fibers for camera, audio, internet, and sends all that back and forth. And then we have on the outside XLRs, SDIs, HDMIs, everything. And going up to our XLR snake up here, this is a cool piece of equipment that we bought. It's hidden up here. It is straight XLR over fiber. So it's 4 XLR inputs in the press box side, converts it to fiber, and on here, it takes that fiber and then gives us the 4 XLR outputs into the XLR snake, which we run into the soundboard. And then new this year, we also decided to go completely away from the ATEM intercom system, as it's quite unreliable. We decided to get another XLR over fiber and run it to the press box. So male side goes to the press box and we plug in that signal in here from the soundboard so I can talk to them as the producer and let them know when we're going to commercial, when we're playing content, whatnot. They can hear that way. And going to the outside of this rack, we have some room for some hooks for our HDMIs, audio cables, and we're probably gonna add a few more things on this side, but that's about it for the server rack. All right, so that's some of the major updates we've had with the trailer. Right now we are in the middle of football season for high school and college, so we are still busy every Friday and Saturday. But as far as content-wise, what are we gonna have to look forward to?
So, coming up on our YouTube channel are gonna be some fun, amazing videos, including how we get our LiveScore bug to work through LiveScore and the Raspberry Pi. I know you guys have a lot of questions about that, and hopefully I'll be able to get a way for you guys to do it without needing an entire IT team too. But we have other things coming on the YouTube channel.
Yeah, so another video we're gonna have is a big one I'm excited for, is we're gonna bring you inside of one of our football broadcasts. We're basically gonna have people follow us from here at the shop Friday afternoon, take us to the stadium. They're gonna show you how we do everything, get a whole behind the scenes look at our camera, the production, live. Yeah, so stay tuned for all these videos and we thank you for watching.
Yep. Have a good one, guys.